A woman lightly tapped her finger on a young man's arm. The next second, a sapphire appeared. Then she poured 80-degree hot water over it. The boy's arm began to swell rapidly, but the woman didn't seem surprised at all. She took out a 30-centimeter steel needle, pressed it firmly into the sapphire, and pushed it all the way through his arm. Soon the needle began to change. It transformed into some kind of binding that finally stopped the mutation in the boy's arm. It all started the day before. Mingji had just been an ordinary high school student, but everything changed after an explosion. Although Mingji wasn't injured by the blast itself, when he got up, some kind of energy sphere from the explosion center splashed onto his arm. Then something strange happened. It felt like a centipede had burrowed into his skin, but just as quickly, it disappeared. At first, Mingji thought he was hallucinating, so he didn't pay much attention. He noticed there were still survivors on a nearby tram. Mingji ran over to help, but before he could reach them, a sharp pain shot through his arm. He looked down. A sapphire had suddenly appeared on it. Then, just as fast, it vanished again. That's when Mingji realized this wasn't his imagination. But right now, the priority was checking on a girl who was injured. Who would have thought, though she was barely alive? Right before dying, she touched Mingji's forehead with her finger. The next second, a strange mask appeared on his face. Panicked, Mingji tried to pull it off, but no matter how hard he tried, it wouldn't budge. Soon, some kind of mysterious liquid enveloped him, and he completely transformed into a monster. When soldiers arrived to investigate, they saw him and assumed he had caused the explosion, so they opened fire. As he fell, though, his girlfriend heard the monster crying out for help. Mingji's wounds healed fast, but the soldiers aimed at him again. Seeing this, his girlfriend rushed forward, knocked one out with a chop, and followed up with a flying kick to take down the other. No sooner had Mingji been saved than a massive fleshy sphere fell from the sky. A terrifying monster crawled out of it. Bullets did nothing to it. Even tank shells barely left a scratch. Then the monster started firing lasers everywhere. It sliced a school in half with one blast, and its target was clearly Mingji. Even though he wanted to protect his girlfriend, he still wasn't used to his new body and nearly skewered her by accident. Lucky for them, the monster was nearsighted, so they managed to stay alive. But before they could catch their breath, it attacked again. Mingji fought back with everything he had, holding on to what was left of his will. Just when it seemed like he was about to lose, his girlfriend ran up and started cheering him on. With her support, Mingji slowly got used to his new form. Holding her with one arm, he took down the monster with the other. As the monster slowly turned to stone, Mingji showed no signs of stopping. That's when a girl suddenly descended from the sky and froze him in place.